with a record of 9-2. He wants to continue making his way to the top of the welterweight rankings with more dominant victories.
دوستان عزیز مسابقه را شیر بکنه با دوستایتان اندیوالایتان یا از مسابقه واحد نژند انشالله که یک جای میبینیم. دوستان عزیز بازم تقریبا 3,500 نفر است. شیر بکنه یک چی میگه یک تکمه را فشار بده که کل دوستان عزیز کسایی که ندیدن هم بیاید لایف ما و شما یک جای ببینه. تشکر.
Clear that he only has the highest of ambitions. Will he confirm this by finding the recipe to overcome this tough challenge? Or will Nژند ruthlessly take down yet another nemesis?
یام از دوست عزیز واحد نژند عریفش یا معریفش از تاجیکستان که وارد قفس میشه. دوست عزیز لطفاً شیر بکنه با دوستان دیوالایتان لطفاً.
Take the opportunity now to extend his 4-fight win streak. Fariddin, Honey Badger Shokhnazarov hails from Tajikistan.
در بک‌گراندش موزیک افغانی ما شما را مانده چه رقم است؟
Set to fight in May, that fight fell through, and then this opportunity came up. It's upper weight class, but he likes this style of, and when you look at what he brings, he's got excellent striking, very, very good wrestling and counter wrestling. He's one of the main training partners for Ludwig Klein. They bring him in for camps and they say they bring him in just because of the level that he is at, and he is oozing confidence. There was a lot of respect between the two in the face-offs, Luke, but he believes he has what it takes to upset Hamburg and take that victory tonight.
And I'd have to agree, Brian, as well. A very talented wrestler, and I feel like one of the, let's call it a chink in the armor or something that you see with the stone eater is he can get tired. He relies on incredible athleticism that I do not even understand physically how it's capable of it. But technically with the wrestling, if he can wear him down and grind him down with chain wrestling over and over and over again and put things together well and do it consistently and move into the later rounds, later second and third round with the finishing rate that he's got and the belief that he has.
و دوست عزیز کسایی که یک گپ از جان نره، کسایی که نو در لایف آمدنی یا مسابقه واحد نژند لطفا کسایی که فالوی ما نکرده پیج ما را فالو بکنن که مسابقه بعدی که از واحد از سمی جان فیضی است، از بدخشی عزیز است، از سمی دیگه، یعنی مسابقه که از هر کس افغانای ما شما است میاریمش بخیر. دیگه دوست عزیز کسایی که فالو نکرده فالو بکنه یا مسابقه ما و شما مسابقه بیای سعی کنیم کل ما لذت ببریم. دوست عزیز شیر بکنید.
Every single fight. Now listen to the cheer for this man.
هیجان نژند.
He has adopted Hamburg as his home. He fled Afghanistan when the Taliban banned mixed martial arts when they started their reign in his country. He has fled there. Sometimes the only time his family get to see him now is when he fights. So he fights more than for himself, Luke. He is representing his country. He's representing his people who are fighting that oppression. And every single time he marches to the cage, he comes with a huge amount of support. And each time he enters the cage, Luke, he gives us fireworks.
And he walks out to Michael Jackson. I would not expect that from his demeanor. But yeah, this has grown hugely as well within the organization. You know, he's very, very famous back home in Afghanistan, but now across Germany also, and just brings this raw energy, this raw power, this raw belief, and a very, very tough individual is the Stone Eater, as you would expect from the nickname, from the moniker. Looks calm, looks less raw, looks more relaxed, looks like he belongs here. And just look at the size of this man as well. I think that's going to play a big factor in this one.
Yeah, you talk about that raw energy, that power. He was carved.
کسایی که نو آمده دوستان شیر بکنه، پیج ما را لایک فالو بکنه و مسابقه بعدی ان شاء الله.
He didn't have gyms for fitness and strength and conditioning. He would go up there and he would use rocks, use stones as part of his weight regime, and it was almost the stuff of legend, just what he was able to do and for how long he was able to do it. His cardio was insane, you know, his mindset to push that boundary and push harder. And again, that says it all. For him to flee the country, to continue this passion, this journey, and to recognize the spotlight on him is also a spotlight on the message he's trying to send back home. It's more than just fighting. This is where sport crosses over.
Yeah, exactly that. The story of this man is incredible. And he brings all of that into the cage, that mindset, that history, that life, that suffering. He manages to utilize that as he steps now inside this octagon cage. We give him that moment, and here we see the tape between these two warriors.
Yeah, 31 versus 24. Younger is Shokhnazarov, the Honey Badger. He will have a height and reach advantage. He has an undefeated record of 4-0, but 9-2 stands the Stone Eater Nژend. The tip score odds favouring the man from Afghanistan by way of Hamburg. Let's get this
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the main card, Octagon 73. Now we are ready for the next bout, welterweight bout, 3 5-minute rounds. Referee in charge is Gert Richter.
Arbitral, vamos con los suplentes.
Fighters will start in the blue corner. 24 years old, 185 centimeter tall, weighing in 77 kilo. Represents Dega Studio. Coaches in his...
دوستان از کش میکنن گپ نزنن که مسابقه رو ببینیم. بازم شیر بکنن.
شوخنظروف. Across the cage in the red corner, 31 years old, 180 centimeter tall, weighing in 75.5 kilo, represents Hammerbuching, Hamburg and Ivory MMA. Coach in his corner is Abeku Afu. He has a professional record of 11 fights, 9 wins, 4 finishes and only 2 losses. Representing Nereda Cup Team Tipsport and fighting out of Afghanistan and Germany, Waḥid Stone Eater Nژend.
دوستان عزیز شیر.
Protect yourself at all times and listen to my commands. When I say stop, you will stop. Fight hard, fight fair. Touch your gloves, please. God bless and keep it real.
Gerd Richter taking charge of that. Andre Novotny letting out both lungs there for the introduction of Waḥid Nژend. And we are set and ready. This is the first fight on the main card here at Octagon 73. Shokhnazarov, the Honey Badger, takes on the Stone Eater Nژend. Shokhnazarov blue corner, Nژend in the red. Me, Brian Lacey alongside Luke Barnett calling this. Oh, big start here from Nژend.
Yeah, Nژend, very confident coming into this one. Looks huge between the two. And swing and a miss though through control of range from Shokhnazarov. Shokhnazarov searching for his timing, searching for that right hand, and be interesting to see if he decides to wrestle or feels comfortable on the feet with the Stone Eater.
Yeah, Shokhnazarov has plenty of amateur experience as well. Over 40 fights as an amateur. Oh!
Swing and a miss from Nژend. And again, can't quite find the range, but happy to come forward.
Oh, nice.
That calf kick good. And another swing from that left hand. Always out of the way. So far, Shokhnazarov switching stance now to the southpaw. Switching back.
Shokhnazarov has a great mix of this karate style, but also excellent wrestling. Let's see if he can defend this takedown.
Interesting to see Nژend look for this takedown, but just trying to be brutal and utilize the power and the strength that he obviously has. Shokhnazarov getting back to his feet well, has good balance, but beautiful head position and drive here from the Stone Eater.
The size difference is so visible. As soon as they skipped around the cage past each other, Nژend, a true welterweight. And again, Shokhnazarov making the move up from lightweight, didn't even cut any weight, weighed in exactly 77 kilograms at 600 grams under the limit.
Referee stepping in very, very quickly there to separate the two. Has felt the power now and the strength though. Shokhnazarov looking for his time. Again, still searching for that right hand, I believe. Gets hit and caught with that left.
Oh,
Good
nice
right hand lands, a pouring left hook. Speed.
And
That's the only advantage. Speed and agility on, from the blue corner from Tajikistan. Shokhnazarov, if he moves well and can land that right, he's causing problems. But at the moment, almost not, I wouldn't call it fear, but he's just trying to sum up his opponent and work him out, because he's driving forward and throwing wild shots. So you've got to be very, very aware of it. Looking for his opening, looking for his moment, and again, both land.
Shokhnazarov taking this on fairly short notice, but was preparing for a fight at the end of May. Oh, both connect.
Yeah, Shokhnazarov seemed to be off balance there, just out of the reach, and seems to be settling in a little bit more now. Finally pushing Nژend back for the first time in this fight. He's the one stalking, switches stance, that left leg goes to the body, switches back, good calf kick.
Again. And he's working low on that. If you look at the way Nژend fires his leg kicks, they come up to the thigh. Whereas that lower part of the leg, that lower part of the leg, much more vulnerable.
Yeah, and he's landed it beautifully twice, but Nژend keeps coming. Brutal style does Nژend have, and I feel like if he grabs a hold of Shokhnazarov, which I expected it to be the other way around, I thought the man from Tajikistan would try and engage in the wrestling, try and tire out Nژend, but he seems to be happy to stand, and he does look superior on the feet. Looks like he has cleaner technique, but when they come together, the stone eater seems to be the one with the damage and the power.
Yeah, that power.
Spinning kick to the body, landed flush.
A little shake of the head from Wahed Nژend, now firing forward. Great movement from Shokhnazarov.
Yeah, light on the feet, very, very fast. Body kick lands and the crowd like that.
Made a good noise for sure.
"30 seconds remaining in this first round. It's been hard to take your eyes off this one. These two coming together. Nice toss attempts, but great defense and balance from the stone eater.
Still coming forward is Shokhnazarov.
Yeah, Shokhnazarov ignoring that eye poke, cool, and controlling the center, and definitely being more of the bully now later on in this round. Catches that kick well, kicks returned, has gone to the body a couple times and landed well.
Now a takedown attempt again from Nژend right at the end of the round.
Yeah. Out of the middle of nowhere as well from Nژend.
Oh, Nژend crawling back to his boys.
Yeah, seems to.
What was that?
Maybe the little hammer fist on.
Notice it is the cup pointing to his cup.
When he grabbed hold of the single, maybe it trailed up and hit him and caught him.
Maybe we'll get a replay of that.
دوست عزیز بخیر انشالله که موفق باشه. خدا کنه که برای کم در انرژیش به فکر یکم فیزیکش چی شده که مانده شده که خدا بکنه که مسابقه رو برای راند دو شده که انشالله که برنده شوه.
Strength from Nژend and didn't seem shook from it. Came back in very, very confident. Going to be interesting to see this second round. I feel like, you know, Faridan has found his range, has found some belief. And his stone eater just keeps on coming.
Yeah, he's got technique as well. Really, really impressed with this debut from Shokhnazarov. We're talking through some of this.
Well, this is what I expected to see more from Shokhnazarov. I expected to see him in better in the wrestling. All the judges giving it to the red corner, unsurprisingly. I expected to see him be more attacking on the wrestling, but he hasn't been. He's been happy to keep the range and land. And he's landed a couple of clean shots, especially that calf kick. But really, it's just been these explosive, offensive attacks from the stone eater that caught the judges' eyes.
So all three judges as we enter round number 2 have given round 1 to the stone eater.
But it was a very close round.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Shokhnazarov.
Yeah, he's light on his feet, he moves well, and if he can find his moment and explode, it could be interesting. It could really be an upset here tonight. Because Nژend comes, a beautiful front push kick that. Comes flying forward, not the most technical, he doesn't set his strikes up very well. He wings forward, and you know,
خوبش
again winging forward with that left hand, and he leaves a lot of gaps, a lot of openings. And the Honey Badger, if he could just find one, could upset everyone here in Hamburg tonight.
Oof, just missing with that kick as well, just with that. I think Nژend is also learning to respect these strikes, because the vocabulary of weapons that Shokhnazarov is bringing very different to the opponent that he was set to face.
Raw power here from the Stone Eater. Comes up to the body lock. Good hips from the Honey Badger to get him here. But now needs to be active on the fence. Can't be stagnant here because it's obvious that Nژend has the power, has the control. He needs to be very active on the fence. Needs to try and move out. And we get a low blow.
Again, right in front of us, Luke. What's wrong with the other side of the cage?
واحد فاول زدک.
Yeah, for Shokhnazarov, he can take his time here. He's going to get a 5-minute medical timeout. He's going to deserve from that moment. Look at that. And again, taking it not on loads of short notice, but a little bit. So maybe going to need this for his cardio. But I thought he was going to be pushing the cardio for the Stone Eater. I feel like when they come together and he grabs hold of him, he just looks so strong. It's only in these open waters that I feel like the Honey Badger has a chance of upsetting the fight. Just footwork's good.
And he's got the weapons that we've seen, the high kick, the turning side kick as well to the midsection. I like that shot.
Yeah, the laser on the right hand when he throws it as well. There you see it. Nice jab.
Matrix-like duck under that left hand.
They're dialed in now.
Really pulls away from that lead hand of his hand really well as well.
Oh, goes to that left high kick. Let's try that a couple times. Nژend puts together kicks and punches as well. Beautiful right hand. Step back right hand, landed flush.
I can see why they call him that.
Yeah, I was about to say exactly the same thing.
I can see why they call him that. Hard to hurt, hard to kill. Takes that shot as if it's nothing.
And now him pushing back, the Stone Eater goes down with that calf kick again. Beautiful.
Upsetting the base of Nژend. And look at the look at the lump on the...
Oh, shit!
There we go, looking for the finish. Looking to upset the crowd here in Hamburg. Nژend in survival mode.
نه خوبه.
There's a big cut over the eyebrow of Shokhnazarov. So much so.
Somehow instinctively the Stone Eater surviving. If he can put it together here and land a few more shots. Richter right on top of the action.
Yeah, this
and
is...
he looks dazed. He looks in a lot of damage. A lot of danger here. He just needs to free up the hands and throw some shots.
Oh, it's coming to Kimura. That's huge.
خوبش بگیرش.
Oh, can he get the finish? He needs to step over the head. Now he's tweaking it, turning it. What a turnaround. Unbelievable stuff here between these two.
Gonna try and straighten out the arm.
He steps over the head now. Now he's in trouble.
Somehow.
Rolling with it. Still. That's it. Done.
Yeah. برنده شدک. بشکه. What the fight.
Somehow survives and rips the arm with that Kimura finish. He can't even believe it himself.
They're checking it out now.
بشکش مگم.
That arm might be broken, Luke. I'm just checking the doctor, check it.
It's the shoulder.
Yeah.
تبریک به تمام دوستان عزیز. کسایی که دی لایف هستن به همه شما تبریک میگم. بسیار یک مسابقه چی بودم یا آخر یک مشت خوردک بسیار دل ما رفتک اما واقعا که خوب یک مسابقه کرد. دوستان عزیز پیج فالو بکنه با مسابقه بعدی اگر کسایی که فالو نداره لطفا تشکر.
He stepped over the head.
It was horrible. Here we get to see it. Here's that beautiful right hand. Clean knockout. Drops his man. Dives on top of him. And here, Richter was ready to finish this. Here we see it again. Completely clean. And we don't get to see it. But now we see him just somehow find this Kimura from the back and dive for it. And Shokhnazarov does everything right.
Oh my goodness, look at the grimace. He has to tap. The shoulder, the arm is on. Look at that. Hard to watch, but an unbelievable combat victory for Nژend.
واقعا که یک مسابقه عالی.
by split decision. He finished and submitted hand and Nagic, and now that victory, that is something special.
دوستان عزیز، کسایی که باز هم صدای مرا پیشتر نداشتن لطفا پیج مرا فالو بکنه. مسابقه بعدی که هست از سمیجان فیضی است که در کانادا انشالله برگزار میشه. از بدخشی عزیز است که در سازمان مفن است در شهر در کشور هندوستان که بخیر مسابقه از دوران بخیر لایف باز میین دیگه. از خیر سرتان فالو بکنه. بازم تشکر دوستان عزیز، فایترهایتان تشویق بکنه، کش کنه پیچایشان از بدخشی عزیز، از سمیه فیضی، از کسایی که ورزشکار هستن لطفا پیچایشان فالو بکنه. بختر از زموگ هست که پیچایشان هر چقدر فالوور زیاد داشته باشه و سازمانهای خوب را پیدا میکنن. تشکر بازم از شما دوستان عزیز، پیج ما را فالو بکنه و مسابقه بعدی.
Makes it even more special. We'll make it official. We'll bring them together. We'll hand it to one.
As he spits blood out.
این مسابقه چیه؟
Just cleaning the canvas a little bit as we wait for this one to be made official. His hand up, walking up on. I'm still not sure he knows where he is, so needs to be careful. Absolutely brutal. It's mixed martial arts and a brutal night for the undefeated man from Tajikistan who thought he had it done and then got his arm ripped off and lost by a submission. We bring these two together. We'll look to make it official as we pass it over into the octagon cage to Andre Novotny.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a crazy fight. But there could be only one winner, and after 3 minutes and 42 seconds in the very second round, the winner by Kimura from Hamburg, Wahyid, the Stone Eater, Nژند.
قهرمان جاودان قهرمان عبدالعظیم ای